Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Scouting, and again we are on Murovanka, and again we are in the Type 64, but this is a completely different type of game to the last scouting video I brought you. In the previous video, we did some active scouting in Murovanka on a encounter battle where I went in and basically claimed the forest for myself and helped my team win the forest, and then flanked around, did some active scouting, and cleared up the rest of the enemy tanks. This is a standard battle, so it plays completely differently. We spawn in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, and usually the two routes the team takes are traveling up the 1-2 lines or traveling across to H9 to cover the forest. But so in the last video I began with a lot of active scouting. This one is the opposite. It's because it's a standard battle, I've got an opportunity to do some passive scouting at the beginning of the game, and that's what I'm going to do. So the tactic I'm about to use is a tactic I've been using a lot more frequently. I found it works, and I've been having a lot of success with it, and that's why I want to bring it to you. And we're just going to start the game. It is a tier 10 game, so I'm bottom tier in a tier 10 game, and the enemy team have a Unicum in the Waffentrager E100. But not too worried about him, because I'm in a Type 64, and if you watched my last video, you know that I absolutely love this tank. Really recommend, if anyone was thinking of buying a cheap premium tank, this thing is a fraction of the cost of any tier 8 premium, and makes just as much credit. So here we are, and this is where I like to go. I like to move up here, and I like to sit in this bush, and I like to trust my camo rating. So the enemy team like to try and rush across to A1, B1, and this position I've taken up prevents that. So anytime now, there we go, AMX is spotted heading into that position, and normally if enemy tanks get into that position early, they are a pain in the butt to take out, but we have 3 RT. And I want to spot for RT. T30 is now spotted. He's got 6th sense, so as soon as he gets spotted, he pulls back. AMX has no idea I'm here, has no idea he's still spotted. And every time he pokes, he's going to get shot. So I'm kind of waiting for RT to start raining down fire on these guys, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Okay, someone's finally taken a shot at the AMX. And then a Jagdtiger appears. Side on. Now I could shoot, but there's no point, because there's an AMX there who would spot me if I did shoot, and I'm passive scouting. So look at all this lovely spotting XP and spotting credits I'm getting. There we go. The Jagdtiger's dead. Now we spot a Tiger 2 advancing. Really surprised the AMX is still alive, considering we have 3 RT. But there we go. Tiger 2 is dead. IS-7 is spotted. T30 is back. Alright, one of our RT finally takes out the AMX. That gives me a little bit more freedom, because it means the AMX is not going to be spotting me. And the enemy Unicum has been spotted in the forest, but we'll get to him later. So, at this point, our T-54 decides he's going to do some flanking. I just want to keep this T-30 lit a little bit longer. I'm surprised no one's managed any hits. But the T-54 is going for it. So I decide, okay, I've got to help the T-54. So first priority is the T-30. Put one shot in, and he dies before I get my second shot in. Now, IS-7, very difficult for me to penetrate. I switched to some premium ammo, but I'm not doing any damage. Unfortunately, get rammed by the T-54, and then an enemy IS-3 takes out the T-54. But he did a good job. He distracted the enemy tanks, and this is starting to look very, very comfortable. We've still got a strong presence down in J8, and we know where the enemy Unicum is. Still 4 tanks, there are 5 tanks that have not been spotted, so let's go fix that. So, instead of charging in a straight line, I start to move erratically. I've just been spotted, so I'm moving erratically. Object has been spotted. It's the Waffentrager I want to spot. Where is he? There he is. Just spotted the Waffentrager. And he's already taking fire. So I can't work out whether these guys are aiming at me. So put a sneaky one into the object, and now it is time to finish this game. So enemy T-32 has been spotted, but not interested. I want RT. So there's the first of them, and I've just spotted the second. So let's put this guy between me and the enemy RT, the other guy. There we go. Alright, game over. Very, very comfortable win. So, that is a route I like to take. I've been doing it a lot more recently. I didn't think it was that effective in the past, but I've had a lot of good games using that tactic recently, and I thought it was about time to bring it to you. We finished top with 1269 XP. We only did 722 damage with 1 kill, but I'm a scout, and the next panel is what's more important. I didn't pick up any scouting medals, but I did detect 7 enemy tanks, and I did 7,866, so almost 8,000 spotting damage in that game, despite the fact that I didn't pick up any scouting medals. And I think that was a big part of why we dominated that game so much. We only lost 3 tanks, and it was pretty much a whitewash. There was a special on at the time, so don't let the credit total fool you. I think there was probably about 100,000 bonus credits thrown in there. I'm not quite sure. It was either 50,000 or 100,000, but regardless, it was a good game. It was our first game of the day, so again, don't let the XP fool you. 5,709 is nice, but it was a ×3. So basically we ended up earning 1,903 base XP with a premium account. So there you have it. That is pretty much how I've been playing Murovanka on Standard Battle from the south when I'm in a scout. The last few weeks, it's been working out pretty well for me, and hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.